Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first channel to stream Tormenta 20 played in English. I'm Alexander Januzzi. I'll be your host and GM for this adventure of End of Times. And with me, as always, I have an amazing cast, so let's please go ahead and do a round of introductions.
Hello! My name is Giselle Fernandez, they, them. I am playing the lovely, chill ranger, Minotaur, Bucko, he, they.
Hello, my name is Gary Moyne, he, him, and I'll be playing the mysterious and torment-infected Arcanist Grand.
Hi, I'm Sydney Granat. I play Time, a sylph bard. Just pretends to be cheery, but is very closed off and secretive.
Hello, I'm Victor Lecky, and I'll be playing as Crimson Void, the most lovable, wise, and smart character who ever wandered the Central Hills.
All right. Previously on End of Times, our adventurers arrived at the same day at Fort Hammerhead, the kingdom's only bastion in the Central Hills. On the next morning, they were hired by Belinda, the owner of the tavern/smithy, to go chase her apprentice, who ran away with all her pieces of rainbow metal, a rare metal found only in the Central Hills. Our adventurers almost died rescuing Bartram Zonar from cannibal orcs, and were only able to retrieve a couple of weapons made of rainbow metal. The rest was given to a couple of threatening people dressed in black, who disappeared with a bright light in the sky. They also learned our adventurers later found out that these people worked for the Brotherhood, a prominent thieves guild in the kingdom. They also learned that Bartram was coerced by the thieves guild, and on that occasion there was a third person, large and covered with black robes. On the way back to the fort, they met a couple of other adventurers, Captain Dihion and Kururu, who were looking for their lost friend Bullock, who was abducted by a traveling circus. Back at the fort, they found their only clue about the circus and went to visit Mabel LeBlanc, 3 days east. There, for the second time, they heard of a tall man dressed in black, supervising 2 men also dressed in black. Mabel told the heroes that the circus had also abducted her son Gaspar, and the heroes agreed to help find him. Before they left, Mabel showered them with soup made from water from the Tormenta-infected well behind the house, and Crimson Void ate so much of it that the effects became permanent. The adventurers went further east, following the circus's trail, and met another traveler named Fortunata on the way. They made a bet with her that if they failed on their mission to rescue Gaspar, they would tell her a memory that they were uncomfortable reliving, but if they were successful, she would tell them a secret. Continuing on their search, they found Gomer and his Siphopagus brother, Fib, which is a mouth and a nose on his back, who own a goat farm and make moonshine, of course. Their goats had been showing up dead, dried of their blood, ever since he declined feeding an undescribable pet of a girl that showed up on his doorstep some 4 days before that. Our heroes took the goat to the Goat Duke as bait for the girl and her pet, and ended up being found by the circus itself. Carts and carriages rolling by themselves, circles around the heroes, a circus space built itself in front of the characters, and after an intense fight on stage, made more frantic by their own designs, our heroes finally defeated Mr. Zardu, the leader of the circus, only to find that most things in the circus were actually very mundane, and most of his spells were simple illusions. How he managed to pull off everything that he did still being a mystery, our heroes escorted the circus's victims outside of the circus and proceeded to burn the circus to the ground. The adventurers then delivered the adults back to their village in Placidity and convinced them to at least consider the possibility of moving to Fort Hammerhead and its surroundings. They took Gaspar back to his mother, who was extremely happy and gave them extra rewards. And later, when they made camp, they met Fortunata again and managed to get a couple of secrets from her, including the location of the Wandering Cemetery. On their first day of travel back to the fort, they met a very nice old lady called Raguria in her shack, and after that, they followed the trail to the Wandering Cemetery. They arrived before nightfall and decided to sleep at the cemetery, despite the general feeling of sadness that had befallen the party. They each had a dream about a memory of an important moment to them, or in Time's case, moments. And they all woke up to find Grun gone, leaving a letter, having left a letter, letting them know he would meet them at the fort in 2 days. The adventurers finally arrived at the fort and had many an interaction with the soldiers there. And then later they followed up on their second request. But one of the requests posted on the board at the fort and went 2 days northeast to the Big Hollow Oak. On their travel, they also met Nothing But the Truth Reston, another follower of Tenato to Crimson Void's delight. Anyways, upon arriving at the Big Hollow Oak, they were received with a crossbow bolt nearly missing Grun's head. And one of the half-dryads that lived there, Annabelle, half-dryads being called Dahllan here in Arton, warned them extensively not to approach, but her sister Granna called off the attack and invited the adventurers in. And they already extended some bits of information, but the biggest question tonight is Crimson Void in love?
Oh yeah, I was definitely
that's not
going
a
to say
question,
you
is it?
can call Annabelle the future Mrs. Void. That's also very acceptable.
Here we are. You guys were actually after a lot of convincing, invited into the Hollow Oak. It's a very modest house. You can see it was, lived in for a while. Everything here seems very used. What do you guys do?
Well, so we got notes about there was construction, there was the missing sister, there's deep footprints, it was very quiet in the village, and then the other non-human disappeared.
Yes.
I think I asked, and I don't know if I got an answer. Do you remember your sister's last, movements before she just vanished?
Who do you ask? Annabelle, the mean one, or Granna, the one that invited
Granna, the
you
nice
guys?
one.
You see that Annabelle's kind of to the side, pouting in the corner, unhappy that you guys are in the house. Granna is just trying to keep the conversation going. And she says, actually, let me roll.
There's a dog on the stream.
And she says this. Andries just disappeared. She never strayed far from the oak. She only went out to work in the fields in our plantations and sometimes for a walk, but she never went too far. And one day, she just didn't come back home. There's nothing different about that day.
She didn't tell you where she was going, if she was going for a walk or just to a particular plantation?
I don't think so. Annabelle also just shrugs on the corner. You're not sure if she's also answering the question or just shrugging. And she says, look, Andries would never have strayed too far from the oak. She knows the dangers of the region. She knows we need to stick together.
It's more of trying to find a place to start looking. Because if we can pinpoint an area where she started. Can
you give me a perception check really quick? Anybody who's in the house. I don't remember if Crimson Void and Gron came into the house.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, they came in later, I think. Perception +5, so 19 for me.
23.
19.
What's
Nice.
up?
Yeah, you guys see easily through the side of your vision. Way at the back there. Oh, yeah. you see one of their sisters, a small one. I should put you guys in the right map, right?
We might still be at the map too, because I think we were on it.
Are you singing the sad Naruto flute song? They were the same notes. That concerns me a lot.
I didn't watch Naruto, unfortunately.
Me
Yeah, I was
neither.
gonna say that depends on if you.
I just heard it a lot
just
of
know.
memes.
Okay.
It's a famous meme.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah. There you go. You guys see, like, in another room, just like peeking from the corner, another smaller, younger Dahllan looking at you guys. And as Grana was saying that Andres would never have strayed too far, that she knows about the dangers of the region, you hear her smirk. Go like,
Hear her smirk or see her smirk?
both. She does it loudly. This is
She's
very
a very
quiet,
loud
to be honest.
smirk.
Does
she look like she's the? Does she look like the baby sister of the group, like the youngest?
Oh yes.
Okay.
She's good. Like these two seem about the same age. That one looks like a child, like maybe 10, 12.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's little. All right, young one. What do you have to say? I could hear your smirk across the room.
You call her out, and you see Annabelle immediately shouts at her like, "Estelle, go back to your room. Go study."
No, she might have something to say. She looks like she has something to say.
And she comes out a little bit of the room, like kind of boldly, She reminds me. She reminds you a little bit of yourself, in her declining to bow her head.
Little younger, probably.
And she says, "No way! The way you guys raised Andres ever since Mom went away, she's so spoiled. She doesn't know anything. She can take care of herself." You see that kind of strikes both Annabelle and Grana a little bit, and they're like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" Like they start bickering a little bit.
Can I look at the kid and go, where do you think your sister is?
Estelle says, I don't know where Andres is, but I'm certain that she doesn't know how to take care of herself, that she wasn't ready for whatever happened, and that she wouldn't know better to not stray.
Do you think she had, any friends or even a secret, boyfriend or something that she would have snuck out to go see?
Oh, ew.
Fine, girlfriend, I don't care.
She says, I don't know. And the other two sisters start protesting at the idea, of course not. Nobody, she's not allowed to see anybody, whatever.
Well, see, if she wasn't allowed to, then she's almost immediately going to try to do it. Depending on the age, that's what you do. You give someone a rule, and then they see it as, well, how far can I push it and before it breaks?
See, Annabelle kind of looks at her sisters, and you can see that she knows that very well. But she's adamant, no, Andres would never just disappear like this on her own volition.
She has a room, right? Would we be able to just poke around that and see if she might have accidentally left clues to where she would have gone that day?
you see Annabelle starts to protest immediately, and Grana just looks at her with a face like, come on, they're already here.
I mean, we don't have to search the room. I'm just thinking if she might have had a diary or something.
Grana says, yes, I'll show you the room.
Lovely.
I'll show you the room. You and one more. Not all of you.
I'm small, so, you could get probably 2 of us, 3 of us in there.
Cool.
Are we still outside?
Up to you.
I'm in there with them. But I'm kind of debating, should I stay back here with Crimson Void just in case?
Oh, I already have the pickup line. Like, it's ready to go. I'm just waiting for the opportunity.
I wanted actually to check if there's a... Because I wrote it down that there were crimson flowers on this wall. Do I see, like, from the inside, anything, like, weirder? Because I know the oak is already kind of very, like...
Well, wasn't it that the flowers? I don't remember if it was like the girl's hair or the girl's it kind of reflected them. It was the color of the flowers.
Yeah,
some of the
but
flowers
there was like a crimson one. So is there a girl that matches, or is it something that doesn't match so far?
So the girls actually have weeds in their hair.
Mm-hmm.
Not like weed, but like weeds type plants that you guys saw
Why would
coming
I pick that?
here. I did not point in any way at you. It was not a pointed comment. But the tree has a lot of flowers of many different colors, even though it's almost naked at this point. No other leaves or anything, and oaks, do not have flowers. And Grun specifically noticed that there was like a patch of very specific crimson flowers that to him were kind of obvious.
Is it far away from where I am? Like, would I have to climb? Because I'll fall and die probably.
You would. It's not too high, but it's not close to the ground.
Well, I have -2 strength, so I won't. But if Bucko is still around, I think I let him just point it out if I can, if we can still see it. If not, just describe it and say that kind of got my attention. Like, maybe there's something that shouldn't be there.
You mentioned that you wanted to look for more of it. Are you investigating inside, investigating outside? Are you just looking around? What are you doing?
I wanted to see if I'm inside, I'd like to see if there is something in that vein, like, I don't know, some weed or some weird patches that the wood is changing color. I don't know, something that would look like it's associated. If not, I just describe what I saw outside to Buck.
That's a perception check.
21. Oh.
Nice.
+2 it is.
You start looking around, and it's funny. You don't think, maybe almost anybody else would see this. But you catch it because 1, you're an artist. 2, really full, and you're used to this. You see a patch on the wall that to somebody else might be like just different coloration of the wood. To somebody else might be like, oh, maybe there's like ants or some other type of bug that got in there or something. But just to you, you're like, oh, yeah, like I know what that is.
Okay. Are they coming out of something or just laying there on the surface?
Oh, it's not on the surface. You can see that it's just like the wood changing coloring because of what's underneath.
Oh, right. Oh.
It's a patch on the wall like this size.
Who's around us, like right now? Of the sisters?
I'm assuming that you're in the house. She took time, and whoever else wanted to go to the room. Granna took. So Annabelle is around, Estelle is around, and whoever's in the house. I'm guessing you.
I'm also in there. I'm trying my best to like think about a good pickup line. Like I already know, but Crimson Void is like thinking of things that he can say.
It's smoke coming out in the ear.
Exactly. It's gonna be fire, yo.
I think Bucko went back with time, but like on his way back sort of clapped Gran on the shoulder and went, watch out for him. And went back with...
Oh God. Okay.
Okay. You two go with Granna to Andres' room. I would just say it's this one. Very simple rooms, like it really does seem like they don't spend much time in the rooms, in the bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
On the way there, you see on this spot here where it shows like this little bridge. It's not a bridge, it's like a little hole in the wall that kind of like goes up like this, and you can see kind of like one of those rope ladders. So you assume there's like a second floor to this.
Mm-hmm.
And Mrs. Void is on the living room with us.
Annabelle's in the living room, yeah.
In the living room, yes.
Okay.
Granna just shows you the room and goes, yeah, this is it. You see some drawings on the walls, in the ceilings. A lot of like yellow flowers type thing. Each one of the sisters has like different colored hair. Let me see if I can find it here. I should have written this somewhere more seeable, but yeah. There's not much there. Give me like perception or investigation.
Let's see, what will I be not as bad at? Investigation. Alright, let's do this.
Perception it is.
14 for me.
21 perception.
Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, Annabelle is slender but strong, with angular face and curly green hair.
Dreamy.
Granna has a round face and long, wavy black hair, which sometimes appears to be purple. And Estelle has straight, dark green hair. So there you go.
Well, Crimson Void looks at future Mrs. Void. Of course, he doesn't call her that yet.
Yet.
He looks at her and he says, "Hey, you know how I knew we were a Dahllan? Because you're a cucumber."
Oh, Jesus. I want to take that moment and try to scrape at the wall while he's doing that. Just that. And go on.
Are you trying
Please
to be
go
stealthy?
on. Oh, yes.
Stealth check. And Mr. Crimson Void, give me diplomacy.
Why? I'm just, opening my heart here.
Where's my stuff? Oh shit.
Yeah, opening your heart to a
Okay.
stranger
3.
definitely needs diplomacy.
Ugh.
I'm gonna spend 3 mana points to roll as lucky. I don't even
Please
care
distract her.
I don't even care anymore. Like it's
Like,
It's-
if you're
it's-
not going to use for that, like, what's the point?
exactly like if I keep that 3 Crimson Void, would be like walking on the beach on a rainy day, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be playing like Careless Whispers, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be sad. 15. Now we're talking.
Dude. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought a lot about how this could go.
For the past 2 weeks. Because
the
it was
past 2
inevitable.
weeks. I'm gonna roll for her now. And this can go in any range of ways.
You do that, man, because oh man, yeah.
Embrace the chaos, yeah.
Let's do this. Crimson Void is all about taking risks. It's yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's not like on a natural 20 she's gonna like immediately love you and you guys will like leave the party and go be happy somewhere else. But it's not that extreme, but something extreme can happen. But also on both ends. So on the natural 1, also something not happy at all can happen. So
That's fair.
here we
Because
go.
he rolls a 15, does he get like a +10 or something, a +5 or something?
I mean, to deal with the fallout, maybe. This was a good roll.
Yeah, I'm rolling because
Right.
I hate that mistake that I had in my head. Yeah.
Should
Alright.
give love a chance, man.
All right.
You see that, like, you see in her face that it takes her a moment to understand that was like not only a joke, but also flirting.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, what? In her face, she's confused. Like, really? Now? Like, in this moment? And she... And she kind of like, that disarms her a little bit.
Oh yeah. Crimson Void doing what he does best.
It's not like...
Confusing women.
It didn't land like super well, but it
Right.
did like you were expecting any range of things to happen, including her shooting her with a crossbow and shooting you with a crossbow, and like she just kind of didn't really know what to say. She just kind of looks down and like plays it off a little bit, like plays it cool, doesn't say much.
All right. Well, maybe in the future I will bring in the big guns. 'Cause that was like just to test the water. The next one will be like, hey, if you were a fruit, Dahllan, you'd be a fine apple. That's for later.
Does she like dad jokes?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
it's a type. It's
I really want to
definitely
meet
a type.
Maureen.
No, my wife does not have a sense of humor. That's canon in this household.
All right, let me come back
Well.
to the. I'll deal with your 7 stealth in a second. I'll go back to Thyme and Bucko. Thyme, you look in a room, which again is kind of small. It's a lot of like drawings of yellow flowers, drawings of her sisters, kind of faded, maybe from when she was like younger. And not much else, like some flowers also in the corner that she grabbed, like a little crown of vines that she made, or like little random stuff, like mostly a little bit of glitter. but nothing that tells you that there's anybody else in her life or their lives in general. Bucko, with your perception, what you notice is that, like, obviously we didn't know her room before, but looking at it now, it doesn't seem like it's missing anything. Like, it seems like this is her
Like she
bedroom
didn't
and
pack
like
up.
her stuff. Yeah, she didn't pack up. Her stuff is here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bringing us back to the stealth check. Crimson Void does the joke, or sorry, not the joke, the pickup line.
Can be both, man.
And-
Things can be two things.
Yeah.
She can be their sister and also my wife, so.
Let's see how this goes.
And you immediately just go like, oh, all right, this is gonna entertain him for a second, and you like grab some utensil of yours that you have, and you start.
I have a sickle.
Your sickle.
Sickle
And
harvesting. No, a tiny one. It's like a gardening sickle. Not like a.
Not like the Grim Reaper sickle.
Right, no, yeah, I don't like. Oh, haven't you seen it? Yeah.
Scythe. You see that who calls you out on it is Estelle, the young one. She's like, you recognize in her those like curious eyes, you know, of somebody who's interested in learning and stuff. And she immediately goes, hey, red one, what are you doing?
Come here. Check this out.
That wasn't creepy at all.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
That the wall.
Dude, why are you vandalizing my future sister-in-law's house, man? That's screwed up.
I
Did you
just
say
strip
that?
at the wall like harder. Yeah.
I don't say that in character. Just
Give me a diplomacy roll, man.
Yeah. Sure, 20. 24.
Nice.
I had
Wow.
students. I know a curious kid and I just want to show something. She forgets school.
Not only that, for the natural 20, I'll give you that Annabelle is so unsure of how to behave now that she doesn't even say anything. She just lets Estelle, who she's been like super protective of until now, just like go and check out whatever it is that you're scraping off the wall. So Estelle comes and she comes to you super curious. She's like, "What? What are you doing? Why are you scraping the wall?"
I say, do you see here? There's a slight discoloration, and I thought that maybe your house could be ill. Maybe it's a good thing, but it's always nice to check things out, right? So we know.
Whoa! So you know about like nature stuff?
I know more about magic stuff, and since this looks like a magic tree to me, I thought I might take a look.
Really? I'm learning magic too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is she?
Give me an insight.
$19.
It's clear in her eyes that she totally is. Like,
Oh.
she's super excited that you're a magic person. And you see Annabelle finally speaks up and says, yeah, Estelle is the only one of us that has a bright future ahead of her. She's the only one who's gonna move out. She's gonna go to the Arcane University in Valkyria.
Oh, that's very nice. I never went there, but for a while, I was curious. Maybe you can tell me how it is when you finally get in there. When you're older.
Yeah. Well, if you teach me some stuff now, maybe I'll teach you some stuff later.
That's the deal. And what's my harmless as possible spell? Because all of them are creepy. Okay. I wave at her like a magician. I make, now you can only see one of me. But, and I spread her out.
The mirror
Very
image.
much.
You see she like, stumbles back a little bit. Annabelle immediately like reaches back for the crossbow.
Good thing my armor went up.
Yeah, no, I tell her, like, don't worry, I always know the real one. It's the smell.
Damn.
I smell awesome.
I didn't say it smelled bad. I just said I can tell the real one from the smell.
Fair enough. Mighty is up on Nicolon.
Estelle, like, her eyes sparkling, she just, whoa, and like tries to poke one of you, pokes the wrong one, like her hand goes through, she's like, tries to poke the other one, it's like the wrong one again, she's like, wait, are you still here? And then she pokes you, she's like, whoa, like super mind blown.
What are you learning about? Have you tried anything yet? Nothing dangerous, I hope. Something like this.
I'll give you this as your last part of your natural 20. She kind of like grabs your hand and goes like, let me show you, and like starts tugging you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there's no amount of effort that Crimson Void will do to prevent the sister to go after them, so...
Okay. I'll save her sisters, but I think I have to at this point. Yeah, I pat her head like that's a good one.
If you let her, she's gonna like pull you to her room,
Okay.
study room.
Sure.
It's
the one up there, no, right?
Yeah. And when you get in here, yeah, give me a perception check.
Where is... Yep. Holy shit. What's
Damn,
happening?
dude. Nice. Big roast tonight.
Yeah.
It's usually when Mike is here.
Why is Moina rolling so well? I don't like it.
I have no idea.
Like, don't waste
It
wow.
has to happen
me.
at some point. It has to happen at some point.
You guys get a free pass every once in a while, right?
Right.
You see in there, man, all kinds of stuff. Books, which is something you didn't see anywhere else in the house.
Uh-huh.
You see something that catches your eye, which is some adventuring gear. You see a shield, a staff. You see a religious symbol that is not Alihana.
Which one would it be?
Okay. My computer wanted to restart in the middle of the stream. Let's not do that. So this would be a perfect moment to have the D20 die with all the gods.
Oh, I have one right there if you want. Can grab it. It's right here.
Ah, sure, grab it. Yeah, it's the one reason we have to use it. Damn it. That's so cool.
Want me to roll it?
Yeah.
Mara.
Oh.
There we go. All right.
Goddess of peace and love. So that's ominous.
Yeah.
and you see a table, the only like study table you've seen, with like a little bit of ink, like a little glass vial, like classic ink bottle with a quill, and some quality parchment, like the ones used for scrolls.
And that's hers, right? Like it's
This
her
is like a study
size, I
room.
think. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
know that there's like a little
what's...
bed in this map, but like this is like the
Yeah,
study
right.
room.
Okay. What's on the parchment?
She tugs you closer to show you what's on the parchment. And you see, looking at the little papers around, that she's trying to copy a piece of parchment. Give me a mysticism check.
Mysticism.
26.
Nice. It's a very high roll. You quickly glance around, and you see she starts saying, "Yeah, my sister's always on the lookout to see, to get me more stuff to study. And then this peddler came around this one time, and he had a bunch of scrolls, and we bought them, and I learned some of the spells, but some of them never quite worked. So I'm always trying to like find out why. I never quite got it. And you see why. Like some of them are just
Too
rubbish.
high, like...
No, they're
Oh,
rubbish.
okay.
They're fake. Looking around, you kind of like leaf through. She shows you. She's like super excited to show you. And there's only 2 spells there. Really. Go ahead and find them. One of them is arcane armor, mage armor.
Oh, that's
Whatever it's
nice.
called.
A good one. Very useful. Not for me though. Just no, I don't need that.
Damn it! Where's the next one? Anyway, there's another one there that I'll tell you in a bit. But the other ones are like mostly fake. They're both harmless. They're not like attack spells or anything.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So I point to the one with the magic armor on, and I say, you should keep this very close to you at all times. This will protect you, like my copies can sometimes protect me. Try to learn it. Learn it well. Because sometimes people come for us for no reason other than being different. And we're different around these parts. You, your sisters, and I. So watch out for yourself and for them. This will help.
She kind of like really listens to you, and nods and like, yeah, this one I learned already.
Oh, let me see it.
Oh, she's talking about the arcane armor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for her to cast.
Yeah.
All right. She's gonna do a mysticism check. She's like super beginner. You see, she focuses.
Can I help in any way?
Yeah. It's a mysticism check as well.
As well? Okay. Like not, just nudge in the right direction. 14.
14. You see, she's like super excited and gets a little nervous that she's showing this to somebody else that she's never met before, like a complete new stranger that she now looks up to because you're also a magic person. And she's like, it's like this. No. Yeah. No. And then like there's a little the movements.
Yeah.
No, I have it. And does like the incantations like Arcanura Armadura, and it's like you see her hands like glow just the faintest bit, like that glow that you know you're seeing with your third eye, you know, and absolutely nothing happens. She spends the MP.
Wow, she used Splash.
Yeah, she used Splash.
Yeah.
It's super effective.
You're almost there. That's a very hard one to do. I can't do it myself, you know?
Really?
Really. The only way of defending myself is my copies. Like, people hit them, thinking they hit me instead. But
people try to hit
what
you?
have is really nice. Oh, well, you know, sometimes. The big guy there already tried a couple of times. He never hit
looks
me.
Mean.
Oh, no, he wasn't in control of himself. It's just stuff that sometimes...
Yeah, if I was... I'm not participating in this conversation. I don't know what you're talking.
If it did hit me, though, it would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Which is why your spell is really nice. So keep practicing.
She tugs in and says, and here's the other one, but give me a diplomacy check in the meantime. And she shows you the other one.
30-20.
This one I haven't mastered
I'm scared.
yet. It wasn't really perfect. It haven't worked yet. But this is another one that I have. And I'll just keep your mysticism from before for looking at the spells, and it's web, but it's not written right. And you can see the failures. Like, there's some runes written there that just aren't runes. They're just whatever. Like, a very beginner person tried to copy something in a hurry, maybe, or like transcribe something in a hurry.
Would it work?
As is, no. Like, it needs to be fixed, kind of. And you see that she has been trying to finagle around. And some of her scrolls even have like versions that are with correct runes, but looking at it, you know it's not going to work either. It's not right. She corrected. She used correct symbols, but not, she didn't write the right words, kind of thing. She just put letters in the wrong places of words.
The grammar's bad. I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving me.
Okay. I say I'm not much of a scrolls kind of magic user, but something I always like to do with parchment like this is to make them look better. And I grab out my painter's kit and just say, "Why don't you give it a go? Show me when you're done." And I go back to the living room.
You're like, "You have so many colors! Whoa!" And she's like, just like trying to look at them on the light, the sunlight and stuff.
Go easy on the red. I use it a lot.
Question for you: is the red what I think it is?
No, absolutely not. Never.
Okay.
I got rid of it.
All right.
Good.
Sweet. You walk back into the main room, and immediately you see that Annabelle was much closer to the room, and she kind of eyes you with much softer eyes, like she maybe was listening in.
I just nod at her, say, "I think you're right. They'd be lucky to have her."
She just nods and like she's looks like she was going to say something, but then just didn't say anything. Yeah. But she looks like thankful and warm.
I go back to the wall and just try to see if there's something there before it was stuck.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I think I'm looking at the flower crown they found in what's her name again? In Drace's her bedroom. So many sisters. Just saying, because I'm assuming the flowers haven't like fully wilted or anything. They're still.
No. They look. All of them in the bedroom actually look very pretty.
So they're still pretty fresh. So chances are she might have gone back to where she gathered these.
Grana just says, I'm pretty sure she got these from the Hollow Oak.
That makes sense. Like they grew out of
this
tree?
Shoot.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, that's not much of a need then. I suppose we can start at the deep footprints and start there. Maybe investigate the village itself.
At that point, she kind of like guides back to the big room as well.
Mm-hmm.
She says, well, Annabelle actually has more to say on that. She's the one that went to Dornbach when after Andres didn't show back up. She's the one that saw the footprints on the floor. Annabelle takes over and says, yeah, I went in there and shook a couple of those ridiculous townfolk, and they pretended they didn't know anything, and I left before I did anything else.
I'll make sure they pay.
We'll figure out what happened to your sister.
Yes, and make sure they pay.
If
the people who are
various things
responsible,
happen.
that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, like, there's a fire in Annabelle's eyes, but Grana just says, truthfully, we just want our sister back.
Yes.
Of course.
And make sure they pay.
We can kind of do both. We can,
Plus bonus revenge.
We can
for
move
free.
the task.
Like, you have to understand, like, ever since Annabelle said that the younger sister would be going to the Arcane University, and she said that she will be the only one who will leave the Oak, Crimson Void is like, yeah, I could live here.
I guess I'm staying there.
Nice place.
It's not a bad oak.
Not a bad oak
Oh
at
my
all.
God.
Smells nice.
Solid. I don't think there's any problems with leaks or,
lots of flowers everywhere. It's very lovely,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There's a little Tormenta infiltration though.
Yeah, I can get rid of that real quick.
Which brings me back. Gran, give me... Shoot, I don't even know what. Investigation check, maybe. Yeah, investigation.
Here. Okay. 13.
Nature's healing, finally.
Yeah. Things are going back to normal.
Are you doing that by yourself? You're asking for help? Or
If I think being a tree, not try to be reductive here, but Bucko, the wilderness expert, could you
Yeah, for sure.
could you take a look at
Can
this?
I-
I have no idea what I'm saying. Like,
Can I?
What
can I
are
help
what are we
him?
taking a look at? Is it just
Can I
Is-
roll survival or?
it's a weird spot in the wood. That
survival or
only stands
nature?
out to
Survival,
me 'cause-
more like nature, actually.
Can I do survival?
You can.
Where is
but
nature?
See,
No, there's no nature.
There's no
here.
nature, there's just survival.
That's that's a different
I don't
system.
see. I was like, I don't see nature.
There's no nature.
Which is survival.
oops.
I'll also take a look too.
I guess it is
Ah.
survival.
I really
know.
hope I roll well and not like crap.
I grew
Oh,
up
look,
with
I
trees.
rolled a one.
Yeah. It's definitely a tree then.
The
Maybe not.
saga continues.
I'm not sure, but I think that's wood.
I'm cursed this week rolling. I just
Apparently.
don't know why.
Wow.
Sorry for wasting all the good ones. before you started.
I will help too. I don't know if that would be investigation or if I would also have to do survival.
That could be investigation, yeah.
Okay, we'll do investigation on it then. I'll double check, but I think I know what that is.
For helping, perception could do it too.
Investigation is a little bit higher. But that doesn't help when you roll a 4. So that is 10.
Yeah, 10 is plus 1. I'm gonna roll for Kit, because she would definitely get in on that.
Oh, yeah, she...
Yeah, she rolled an 8 plus whatever she has on whatever she's gonna use. For sure she gets you at least a plus
Which
1.
is a lot, probably.
At least you're portraying her accurately with the rolls.
Nothing is not consistent.
I mean, if you want, I can roll.
You're being true to her.
I can roll melee because I'm fighting for the truth. No, I'm fighting to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Again, what's the opposite of like inspiration? My gosh. 15 is
Can
good.
solve him. Just punch him.
You guys look around and poke around the tree a lot, and Grana just says, please don't dig a hole in our wall, thanks. And Bucko is just kind of taken aback that he sees like the Tormenta stuff in the wall. Grana, you think two things. You remember that Pt2, the orc,
right,
mentioned that
since I
Tormenta
didn't
was
actually
spreading...
met the god.
Yeah. It's just that so many Pt2 things in this adventure, but Pt2, the orc elder, mentioned that...
Oh, you were saying that Tena told him. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, guys.
He's on a roll tonight.
There's something wrong with me today.
Oh boy, I mean,
amazing.
If you have a niche, just itch it.
We're here for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My gosh. Yeah, Pt2 was saying that the filth was spreading underground.
Which
right?
would, like, be absorbed.
And, yeah. And digging at the tree, you kind of can notice that it's spreading from underground. This tree is infected, and not recently. It's been getting more infected for a while.
What's the name of the, less aggressive one that doesn't have a
Grana.
weapon to hit? Yeah, Grana.
Yeah, I think I put their names on the tokens here for you guys.
We can see that.
It's not showing to me. For some
It's
reason.
not showing to me either.
I can see them. Oh, I can see them on the sidebar. I can't see them in the hollow. No, yeah, they're there.
Not for me.
If I do this,
I
does it
wave
show?
at her.
I mean, you
Anyways,
can pull them
yeah.
both up.
I wave at her to come closer and take a look at the thing.
You see that she looks stricken. Absolutely shook. She says, "What?" And I'm gonna roll to see if she doesn't accuse you of it. Natural one. She's immediately under the impression that you might have something to do with it. And she's like, "What? What did you do? No, we live
Nothing.
here.
I know, that's why I'm showing you this.
We commune
been
with
here a
nature. We
while.
don't need this."
It's also technically nature.
If it's
Still.
grown into the tree, it's probably not a recent occurrence.
It's not.
You know, it
I can tell you that.
doesn't absorb, like, at least from what I understand about plants, I don't think they immediately absorb it within 30 seconds. I feel like, especially with a tree, it's got to come up through the roots.
It's been seeping in for a while by now, I'd assume.
You see that Grana is despairing a little bit all of a sudden with this natural one, and Annabelle is now the one that actually holds on to her shoulder, like stabilizes her a bit, and just like looking intently into staring at the thing, the patch on the wall. Yeah.
Whatever you do, take the kid away from here.
Are you connected
diplomacy
to this tree? Would it hurt you? Does it hurt you if it's impacting you? Have you been feeling sick or ill?
Um,
13.
Time you can roll to help because you were saying things too.
Unless I keep
You
rolling
ask-
4s.
You ask about
Well, I have a +6.
so 10.
Yeah, 10 diplomacy.
You ask her about it potentially affecting them.
Mhm.
And again, they both look stricken, shook, and Grana kind of looks like deep into your eyes, tears welling up in her eyes. Looks to Annabelle and says, What if that's Mom? That's why Mom. And Annabelle just like looks down, also with tears in her eyes, and just like, probably.
What? Something happened to your mother?
Don't be so intrusive, man. That's very rude.
That's a child's safety in the line here.
You're clearly
If I
touching
need
a
to be
sensitive
rude about
subject.
it, I will be.
Why do you think they are not able to take care of themselves? They
Boys!
clearly are.
Can you maybe not have this argument in front of them right now?
Fine.
Thank you.
Grana kind of like removes herself for a second. Annabelle's just standing there. And she says, I told you about my mother before. Thornbach was really afraid of her. Our father was a druid. And he left for the Artonian Wars. Our mother didn't want to go, so she stayed, and I just always assumed that she died of sadness because he left. But looking at this now, maybe that's why.
Okay. Do I know if that's there's a good chance of that happening? The way she thinks.
Yeah. Roll a
Okay,
mysticism check or survival. Or knowledge too, like
Knowledge.
yeah, it could be.
19.
Anyone who wants to roll can roll, by the way.
Oh, I wouldn't even bother. Knowledge.
Yeah.
It can be survival too.
It could be survival? Alright.
All right.
Knowledge.
Roll a 6.
19.
What's 15?
I survived.
Let's see, knowledge. 15.
Plus, to be real, in Crimson Void's mind, and he's probably not gonna say this out loud because he's not a cleric, he's just a follower. Why? How would someone die of sadness because a beloved one went to war? You should celebrate their courage.
That's joy. Yeah.
Like, you can be sad, but celebrate their courage.
Yeah.
I'd say you, Crimson and Gron, it kind of hits you guys that a dryad, a creature that influences and is influenced heavily by its surroundings. As you can see on the Dahlans themselves, like they, have weeds that you see on the surroundings as part of their hair. They roll their very bodies. Like if Dahlans, which are half dryads, can be this influenced by their surroundings, imagine a dryad herself. Dryads are known to not even be able to get too far from the forest they live in. So, yeah, totally. A Tormenta infestation could be the reason why she died.
Oh. I am very sorry for your loss. And yes, this is a possibility, which is why I urge you to find somewhere else. We could help you with this. We've helped some people relocate in the past few days.
I mean, leaving the Central Hills might be a good start. Well, obviously, we have to find your sister first, but...
Yes. But even so, I'd recommend that you find somewhere as safe as possible to be that is not here while we look for her. Can even, I don't know, point you to some directions if you need. We've made some acquaintances that are trustworthy enough.
I can help.
I will say, Gron, not to contradict you too much, but they've lived here their entire lives. I think a couple more days probably wouldn't hurt.
Right. You'd be surprised at how aggressive it can be sometimes, but sure. Just don't linger.
I don't think there's a safer place in the Central Hills. But maybe they can think about it after we bring their sister back.
Yeah,
We should hurry.
Give them time.
Yes.
It's their family home.
It's hard to say goodbye to a place you've always known, so...
But don't worry, we will find your sister. And there's no place that is safer than by my side. And I'll make sure she comes back.
See that,
Like, for some reason, there's a wind blowing Crimson Void's cape,
It's the
And
goal.
he puts the hand on his hip.
But the
We
sun
will
shines
find
through the door.
We will find. Oh no! By this time, like, he's already thinking maybe Duke the Goat Duke can, celebrate our wedding. And yeah, he'll be like, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered together here in the sight of Arsenal and in the face of this company to witness the join together this man and this woman in holy macaroni." No, wait, that's not.
Holy macaroni.
Oh my god.
Crimson should be very grateful. Time is nowhere near understanding what's going on in his head right now.
No, this is just in Crimson's mind, but the offer
this is just his mind,
of
but-
a safety net, like by his side, it's real. But yeah,
Yeah.
You see that she stops and nods at all of you, saying this, and she looks at Grun especially because red and talking about she believes that you have some property in saying that it spreads fast, and she's doing a great job of like holding the tears, and she says with some effort, we've always lived here, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but we will move once our sister's back.
Then we'd better get started.
Yes. Totally.
Definitely.
Annabelle, would you be willing to show us to those footprints and we'll have a starting place?
She says, when I saw the footprints, they were in the surroundings of Dornbach. And she kind of describes like, oh, if you go in to Dornbach, she gives you directions on how to go there. It's all surrounded by a tiny bit of a forest. And she says, when you're almost there, if you go around, you come in through the other side, you can see in the woods, you might be able to find the footsteps.
All right.
And she...
I ask her, can I take a sample so I can analyze it? I point to do it.
kind of shrugs and goes,
indelicate.
You're going to lick the wood?
she just shrugs and goes, do what you will. This is not the home that I remember anymore.
Okay. I carve out a piece yay big.
Okay. Roll a dexterity. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And there's a finger. Okay, I'll just put another bug on it.
Okay, grows back. Yeah.
Hey, Bucko, you think he's gonna eat that? Yeah.
Okay.
He does potions and things. Like, he's probably going to do, like, scientific experiments or
So
something
he
on
does
it.
a potion and then he drinks the potion. It's the same thing as
He's not-
eating.
I'm saying he does things that are, similarly to, like, figuring out how things work. I don't think he's going to eat it.
I'm listening to you. And I
It's
chew on a
still
little bit
disgusting.
of bark while I do it.
I'm trying. You know what? I'm done trying to make that friendship happen.
You're a messed
it
up
has a
dude, man.
strong taste of, Tormenta stuff.
Yeah. It's not like soup, delicious soup. No.
Reminds you of the
It
soup
does
somehow.
remind me of it, I think.
She says, she kind of reminds you guys, be careful. I'm sure they're hiding purists there. They've been too quiet. The only non-human in the village, which was a troglodyte kid, disappeared recently. I'm sure they killed him. Not trog, so he's like a kind of a crocodile person.
Got it.
Well.
Thank you.
We've heard construction noises some nights. I don't know. This isn't evidence of purists hiding there. I don't know what it is.
I'll be careful. We have Kit. She looks mostly the most human out of all of us.
I don't think that's enough
know
for
what you're talking
purists.
That's definitely not enough for purists.
But-
No, but I'm thinking at least she's a nice
But yeah,
facade.
she would be the easiest to.
But the
This guy
thing
walking in
about
front of the group,
purists
kinda-
is if we can
Yes.
assess they are in fact purists, and this should be easy because, well, look at us. Then the mission gets very straightforward because there is no negotiation. Damn.
Oh yeah, let's make this clear
We're
right
gonna
now.
talk with the blades.
I mean, we could do imprisonment or, but I'm good with either.
Bucko just kind of cracks his knuckles and goes, just tell me where you need me.
Priority is to get the girl out.
Right, yes.
Oh, yes, no. Highest priority.
But a good bonus would be to...
Bucko, do you think you would be able to negotiate us over to these footprints?
I think I might could, yeah. She told us where they were, so... Yeah.
All right. You guys leave to travel. You guys are about to leave. As you're getting out of the house, and Annabelle goes again over how to get to Dornbach. Grun, you feel a tug on your clothes, and you look back, and Estelle's there, and she has a little scroll in her hand, and she's like, "Take this one. Let's bring my sister back."
Thank you. And you can keep the paints.
Really?
Make something nice with them. Yeah.
I will. I'll show you when you come back.
Yeah. You do that.
Oh man, I feel like when we were kids and we got like the big case with all the pencils and the paintbrushes. And it was the most amazing thing ever. In my head was like that.
She's
like
pretty much
super hyped.
And I'll draw with Shaco for a while, I guess, but it's worth it.
Crimson,
Yes.
make a diplomacy check.
Oh man, again? What the hell?
You're back.
Why do you hate me so much, dude?
Hey, you're trying to court the lady, man.
That's true.
You're gonna roll a few of these.
It's so
It's a
easy
one-roll
on.
thing?
It's so easy on Baldur's Gate. Why can't it be easy here?
Because you were about
Listen, you got a large number of... Is there a particular thing he says that I could maybe help him with?
Everything. Like everything.
like
if Crimson Boyd can just move his mouth and you mimic his voice.
Time is fully
Just
down to be a
Ratatouille, the
wing
guy,
woman.
just-
I just need to know what I'm trying to mitigate.
But of course, Time is a wing woman.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you hit the spot there. Yeah.
12.
Okay.
I won't roll again. It's 12.
Okay.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
That's not bad.
As
For
you guys
-1.
are leaving, and like kind of everybody looks at Estelle doing the cute conversation with Grun, you just feel this like kind of a punch on your shoulder, Crimson.
Good sign.
And she doesn't look at you. She's just standing there next to you, and she just hands you this like tiny clay vial jug. She says, "Good luck."
Thank you. We'll get it done. And then he leaves. Nobody looks at him. He's pale. He's like white as a paper sheet. And he's so nervous. Like, he's trying to not stay still for too long because then people start notice that he's shaking.
Now, I want you to know this is the best thing that Grun has done and probably will do for Crimson Void. He won't say a thing.
Sorry?
He won't say a thing.
Oh, thank you. Don't look at me like don't.
No, at all. I'm just like looking at the paper and
I appreciate that.
I'm not gonna acknowledge you.
What is in the container? I only
what's on the
I only look
thingy, by the way?
when I'm outside. But what is in the container? Like,
and my
smell.
As you
or
travel,
thingy.
as you travel there, you like open it up and smell it. It's a mana essence.
Oh, yeah, baby. Plus, I'm never gonna wash this vessel ever. Because doing so
Gotta.
would be to remove
It's gonna.
the touch of such a fair lady.
What if you're giving it back?
Yeah, also the tiny creatures that make you sick. But
Oh, no, I'm gonna drink the potion and then I'm gonna keep the vessel as is. That's what I mean.
oh, great. Okay.
The vial, yeah.
What? What's on the paper she gave
And
me?
a potion.
She
A
gave you
regular
the
one?
arcane armor one that she already learned.
I might actually survive this.
We'll see. Anyways, on that note,
Oh,
we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we're gonna see you shortly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 10 minutes.
If you go anywhere, I'll know.
And we're back. So our adventurers decided to go to Dornbach. How are you guys approaching it? Are you trying to follow that trail, a specific trail that Annabelle was talking about, to try and see the footprints first?
Definitely.
I'm
Okay.
gonna stealth as well while following the trail.
Okay.
trying.
Is everybody gonna stealth? Like, is she going ahead?
Oh,
I don't
I
think
trust in
Bucko
Bucko.
would try and stealth.
I wouldn't go
I think
ahead
he'd-
because I don't know where to go. Bucko's the one leading.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool. Yeah, Bucko. Survival check, please.
Ren will be doing exactly what I'm doing, which is
Nice.
figure out the scroll.
Nice,
Where is
Bucko.
My luck is changing.
I also rolled a natural
24.
20 on my stealth, so
The Crimson Horns.
The,
Natural 20 on the stealth. Nice.
Yep.
Both me and Duke.
I'm
You
just.
guys are like, oh man, I think we forgot time back at the Hollow Oak. Cool. You easily find the directions she was talking about, that Annabelle was talking about. You kind of get to a good, kind of relatively close distance to the village, as in like you see smoke, you see that kind of stuff, and then you're like, oh, okay, here's where we like go into the woods and go around, and you go around and you find there's a river, and you find a place that's shallower, and you cross there, and you find the trail back to the village that she was talking about, which that one is like kind of a trail in the middle of the forest kind of thing. Like, you guys were following a road, and now you went into the forest, went around, and now are following like a smaller trail, maybe like a hunter's trail or something like that. With 24 survival, you find some old footprints on the floor, and that's the only reason you find them, is that because they're really deep. They're deeper than usual footprints. Otherwise, like, time and rains and this kind of stuff would have gotten rid of them already, but they're old footprints, not recent. Not super recent. Maybe exactly the same ones that she saw when she came here after her sister disappeared.
Okay. Is there a way to follow them, or do they just sort of like trail off in a direction?
They're patchy. Some of them, is on shallower ground, that kind of stuff. So they kind of disappear, and but following them, they kind of go both ways.
Are
In
they
the direction
human
of
foot shaped? Sorry.
They look like I'm gonna have to ask for another roll for this. It can be investigation or
Okay.
perception, or even survival for you again. But
Boo.
bad, yeah. People can help.
I mean, I might do survival again. It's my best attribute.
Okay.
19?
Oh yeah. They look like really big, kind of oversized. Not oversized, but big monkey feet. But that's weird because you don't see the hands also scraping on the floor kind of thing. You just see the feet. And then they did dig deep on the earth. Maybe they were carrying something or whatever.
Interesting. Can I follow them? Or
Yeah,
try to?
so you follow them. They go in the direction of the village, and you arrive kind of at the tree line where you see the river next to the village, and you can see the village already. And you guys are kind of keeping low maybe, but you see there's a little bit of a bridge that crosses the river. Let me try get you guys to the map.
The map.
Oh, I
Rated
forgot
PG.
to say I would have eaten my thing before I left the house.
What thing?
The lizard thing
that we
that
got
gives me a
Miss Gregorius.
+1 DC on my spells.
Oh yeah.
The soup.
The
saw him,
food, the treats, the snacks that the
Soup.
Raguria gave
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like fish
Yeah.
soup or something?
No, this one
Everybody
is a
got
special one
something.
I
that
took a
gives
chocolate
+1
apple.
DC.
Except for time.
Um,
Yeah.
Time has to be.
So you guys should be at the map now. Let me see how the stream is doing here. Yeah. It's a beautiful map from 2 Minute Tabletop.
Wow.
Which bridge? The narrow one or the big one?
This one.
Broken.
So you
looking
guys somewhere.
The one that looks
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah, it's not broken. It's just
It's just a little.
old and used, but it's there. You guys are kind of in this tree line at the bottom here.
one.
Here.
So yeah, go ahead and give me perception checks. Actually, I'm gonna roll one for Kit too.
13.
12.
Okay. Yeah. So 15.
13.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
And I use the dice that normally
12,
rolls bad, but I
13,
gave
14, 15.
Middling!
That
You
wisdom.
guys love doing that. But that happens every other episode.
Crimson
Seriously.
Void is very wise.
It's crazy. I have this big die D20 that I keep at work. Every time I get in, I roll it, and some days I'll roll, and sometimes I'll roll again later. And it's I swear to God, it loves going by +1 or -1 increments.
Oh,
Just
wow.
happens
Wild.
all the time. I've rolled it 4 times in a row, and it went 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't know what the hell.
That's cool.
Anyways, Kit got a 25. So right off the bat, from the tree line, you guys hear that this house right here, you hear the sounds of a smith working.
Okay.
Sorry,
What?
kind of blocked the view there. But anyway,
I'm
This
assuming
is why-
normal sounds. It's not like the construction they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, normal smith sounds doesn't sound like construction. It's tink tink kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Metal and
Um,
metal versus cutting wood and
Metal. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kit would have pointed out also that they have a mill. Sorry, this is very it takes very long to do each one of these anyways. But yeah. Bucko, just continuing on your survival checks. As you find your way here, because of the footprints, following the footprints, you also find a set of footprints leaving.
Oh, back the way we came?
Kind of back the way you came, yeah.
Was
Not
some-
exactly
do they-
the same way, but like leaving and going off a bit.
Do they look older than the footprints that we're following?
They look around the same.
Around the same?
Are
So
they
maybe
the
this is
same
when they like...
creature?
Look to be the same creature.
Okay. Okay.
Is it alone? Like
Interesting.
it's one track?
One track.
Okay. So she came before moving elsewhere? Does it look like it's, well, we don't know her, we don't know like how tall she is or anything. We should have asked that. But yeah, I assume that dryads are shorter, if I remember correctly from the book.
I think they're kind of
Or
human-sized.
are they medium? Oh, okay.
Also, from the way they spoke, you gathered that that this one is not the youngest one, but is younger.
Right.
Okay.
So probably in the
So she could
teenager
be-
years somewhere.
Tinier than the other ones. Does it
Smallish.
seem, Bucko, that this is a, I don't know, teenagers tracks? I don't know how it does it make any difference?
No.
I mean, not not a dryad. This looks more like some kind of a primate, like a monkey of some kind or something.
Yeah.
To me, anyway. Yeah. Do
One more thing for Kit's perception, because she beat the DC the highest DC I had thought about by 5. As you guys are talking and looking around, and she's like being quiet because she's not here today, she looks around and she comes back. Oh, look! And it's just like this tiny piece of black cloth. She says, looks like it got caught on the bushes over there.
Huh. Just, can I examine it? See if I recognize it?
Seems like a piece of cloth that got caught on something and was torn.
Do we think maybe this is connected to the Brotherhood stuff? Because they were
Yeah, they were black.
dressed in black.
You're right.
I kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you?
Yeah, that's
Time is not
think
saying
maybe.
anything because I'm keeping that stealth check, but
Oh,
Yeah, no,
right.
I agree. That could be where is she? Yeah, that's possible, but would they have anything to do with this?
either that or we have a goth teenager on our hand.
Right. That's
Also valid.
also probability.
A goth Dahllan would be a cool character.
Would be a cool character, yeah. Should we go see what's like? I think things will be clear right away if it's what the sister said.
Time's just gonna pop up out of nowhere and be like, or we could just follow the footprints that are very suspicious and odd.
What in the hells are you doing? Where were you?
This is kind of one of the things I'm very good at.
What the hell?
Okay.
I'd say I noticed, but I haven't.
Yeah,
I guess that's
not
the
at all.
point.
I'm not scared. I'm just startled.
Sure,
Oh, I never
It's like-
think you're scared.
Yeah, but it's dangerous. You shouldn't do this because, my instincts could kick in and I would react and it wouldn't be good for anybody.
I'll keep that in mind. I won't pop up next to you next time.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, for your own good.
Anyway, if we are
should
going
go?
in to check the town out, then don't let me talk. I'm not very good at that.
Haven't crossed my mind. But should we go in? Time said we could investigate these tracks for a while before.
I mean, part of me it seems like does the age of these tracks, Bucko, feel to you like they're before their sister disappeared? It's like, are they kind of old?
By the way, how long ago did she
they're
disappear? I
Probably
forgot.
around the same time. They've been here for a while. They're just still here because they're deep.
I thought. I have to check my notes of how long she had.
So if you
gone.
consider that the 3 notes were posted at the same time, like not the same time, but you
Around
guys saw
the
the
same.
3 notes posted, right? Before you did the first
Mhm.
mission,
Mm-hmm.
they
So it's been a
just
while.
disappeared a little bit, yeah,
Oh.
maybe
No.
2 weeks or something like
And
that.
I don't know why, but these tracks, they make me think of a song with a sick beat. For some reason, I don't know. Ding! This is for the OG End of Times watchers out there.
No spoilers.
I'll have to. I have to watch it after this.
Maybe not. Maybe you should not.
No, by after this I mean after this campaign.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to watch it, and then you said we are going to play it, so yes, okay, I'll have to wait.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Whichever you guys decide. I mean, I'm not particularly anxious to go in there. I mean, I am anxious and not,
I do
eager
want to know what's going on in
there.
the town, but I don't know. It feels a bit like a distraction to think for sure they're the ones who did it.
Yeah, I didn't.
And she
feel
already
like-
was not to go into the town and stayed near there, closer to where they were in the woods. I just
Yeah, but it looks like these tracks came from the town to near where they were, right?
yeah, exactly. But it doesn't go into the town, so chances are she would have been in the woods and she might have gotten taken.
Do the tracks
So-
not go into the
I
town?
think they do as well.
So the tracks
Oh,
go
did I
into the
misunderstand?
town, but they don't come from the oak. So
Okay.
for reference, you guys were coming from the left of the map, right?
Mhm.
From west.
Mm.
The tracks go like southeast. Come and go
Sure.
from southeast-ish.
Okay.
So just using the tools. I'm in the wrong layer. So you guys see the you guys were coming this way
Okay.
from the hollow oak.
Oh,
Okay.
You
I thought we
So
were
could I-
over by
could
this bridge.
you went instead of coming into town, you went south and
Ah.
circumvented the town and ended up coming back this way because you found and followed the footprints. So the
Okay.
footprints come this way and leave this way.
Right. Okay. And then the oak is
And
the-
goes
from
elsewhere.
this way.
Still is a good clue because if this has anything to do with the Brotherhood,
Hmm?
I mean, we should be on the lookout.
That's
'cause-
one step closer. Yeah.
So I guess there's no. I mean, I think we have to go in and ask.
And as a last note, just to be perfectly clear, you found a set of tracks that led into the city and
Okay.
into town, and almost there, almost near there, you found the tracks that left. So they left
But
in
the same way they came.
in a different direction, although still kind of southeast-ish.
Okay.
Okay.
Crimson
still don't
Void
know
is
if it's-
confused.
Yeah, I'm confused of if they went into the town or just got in close to the town.
I think they went
Tracks seem
into
to,
the.
yeah,
town.
seem to show that they went into town.
Okay.
There are just also tracks leading away from.
It's
the
just
town.
not clear
Like
if
going away after.
the ones going in and out of town, which one, whether it left from town and came back or vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
And in that case,
so-
I reverse my stance and say, I think we have to go into town.
Right. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Although we could follow the tracks to see if it leads to anything that might indicate whatever this thing is, if it found Indris in the woods.
Or maybe.
And do the second set of tracks we see, I know one of them looked very heavy and was very like sunken into the dirt, but does one of them seem less heavy? Like maybe
Right, like they
picked up
dropped up something.
or dropped something?
Yeah.
Oh, no. They look about the same.
All right.
Or maybe consider this. We have to go in there anyway.
True.
At some point.
Let's go. You can study the tracks, or you can
Yeah,
go
because
into town.
we could actually find out what this is and if we should pursue it.
We're
I
getting
think-
into town, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just
with
trying to
advantage. Let's go in.
avoid combat as quickly as possible. Just to see
Oh
if
no!
there's-
You see, time
we're not
combat
gonna
is
like,
simple.
come in swinging.
You raise the axe, you hack with the axe, and you go to the next target. And in
I
your
cannot
case,
lift
shoot
an
the. Yeah, but you can shoot
Oh, I
those
can.
magic things that is amazing and very dangerous. And I'm
True.
not super jealous, except maybe I am. So
Yours does so much more damage than what I do, though. You know,
By the
it
way, can you
really.
imagine if?
oh,
he
don't be
could
modest.
Also,
It's okay. I don't need to be the
Yes,
lethal
magic.
weapon of the group. I just need to do my part and be strong. And yes.
There's that.
Wow. How how grown up, you know?
Yeah, it's
how
because
mature.
in his mind is like, and don't get me wrong, I love a good strategy as any
Mhm.
player, but in Crimson Void's mind is like, why does it matter? We are going in. It's happening. It can happen now. It can happen later, but it is happening.
I have a thought.
For once, I do agree.
Looking at this, is there like a lower bank that we might be able to like, for those of us who are a little more squishy, can kind of, you know, maybe go through the water and then creep up the side instead of going up the bridge and kind of stay hidden and then have these two go in. Like those who are a little hardier
That's-
can just
that's
go in directly
badass.
into town and get draw the attention.
Yeah, like you can see in the map, there's multiple ways of approaching the town.
Mhm.
You can circle around the way you guys came. There's a bridge that you guys can see a little bit north from where you are. The road, the main road that you guys were following, seemed to come from west. You guys probably can't see it from the north, but you see that there's more forestation in the north, so you can come from there. Like you can do whatever you want. If you want to send people in and sneak around while they're calling attention, it's certainly something you can try to do.
How much time would it kill if we went back around to the place, like closer to the oak, and like went over land?
So, like, so if you approach from the road,
Yeah,
like normal main road kind of thing,
yeah.
um,
So I don't want to go over a bridge, but if we can kind of creep into the forest, I don't know if this thing will let me do what I wanted to do.
it would take a little bit, like half an hour maybe. maybe
Okay.
more.
That's not too bad. But if we can kind of get into this patch of trees by these, is this? I'm assuming north is up. So to
Yes.
the like southwest, there's like the patch of trees that kind of go into the forest. We could creep up there and keep to that.
This tree?
Yeah.
Hmm.
For those of us who want to be a little more sneaky and just try to see what's going on.
We
And then
could
have the others
approach
kind of
from
crash into town and
we could
draw
approach
all the
from
attention.
here while whoever wants to stay hidden can stay here or here.
I mean, I'm sneaky. No, nobody can be a witness if everybody's dead.
Well, there's the whole town, and I would like wager they're not all
I
curious.
fully trust your ability to be incredibly sneaky if you so chose to be. However,
I never
we should
choose
play to
be
our
sneaky.
strengths, and you're very good at drawing everyone's attention.
It's my personal magnetism. I call it.
Exactly.
It's like when I talk, and people notice my gravitas.
How are you coming
Exactly.
in, by the way? Like, just straight out. Have you seen a Dahllan that goes by? I forgot her name.
Entries.
Andrews, yeah.
Injuries?
We will not
Or
become
Yeah.
aggressive without proof that the girl's here.
right. No,
And
that's-
or they are purists, because if they are, and the girl's not here,
they still
can
die.
still perform much necessary cleaning around these parts.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe have these two go in. I would assume Bucko and Crimson go in, whichever way they like, and just kind of ask about Endries and cause a bit of attention, which might distract people if we slip in through some of the trees and try to keep to the alleys and away from most peering eyes.
Wait. Are you suggesting that I go in and start asking people if they are purists and if they are holding
Not
a
if
hostage?
they're purists.
Maybe
Maybe
you could.
ask-
Maybe I could go ask with his much needed protection.
All right.
I got you,
And
Or I was thinking Kit
right,
also
over
might
here.
actually make sense since she tends to be a bit clinky. when
I don't
she's-
think Kit likes talking anymore. She's being weirdly quiet today.
Yeah.
Just looking at a
she's being
butterfly.
reflective.
Is this? No, but even if, we would still need her to be around if some. But I don't know. Yeah, if both
I
of
just
you
don't want all
stay
5 of
away
us
and something
going
goes
in.
wrong, yeah, right. But that's why I think maybe she should stick behind, because if something goes wrong, I wouldn't like to get our healer in in the thick of
Okay,
it.
but she's staying pretty far away from me because I
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Just keep track of each other and stay far, I guess. Should we have a signal to call you?
I can scream
well,
really
since
loud.
I speak a million different animal voices, I'm just gonna make a bird call.
She can follow the screams of the people dying.
Or that.
Right, that's fair enough as well. Okay. So I guess I'm leading this as far as talking goes.
I think so. Why don't we take a second
I don't have her.
before, because we'll probably go overland and go to the other spot, so maybe you hang out a bit before you go in. But and I pull out my lute and I play a song for inspiration.
Remember,
Just in
Crimson
case.
Boy, everything
I love this.
depends on you. You are responsible for this whole plan. No pressure.
Cool. No pressure.
Meep.
Inspiration is a. Oh wow. Okay. all of them.
So you do a song in Crimson Void, will do a performatic dance as part of the inspiration.
It is.
What does it look like?
The internet's not ready for that yet.
Ah.
maybe when we do the in-person play, it happens.
I'll hold you to that.
I'll get to that. Yeah. Okay.
If it ever happens,
+1
I don't even
in
care.
everything.
I will do it. I would do it. I am incapable of feeling shame. That's why I'm such a
That's a
unpleasant
great
person
power.
to be around. Global modifiers inspired.
This is. I don't have that
Is
yet.
there? I don't know.
I think you can just put it in skills because it's +1 to skill checks.
Wait, did I get that spell? I think I put a spell that I'm going to get, and I'm like, wait. Well, anyway.
Level 3.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea when I get spells because I never get spells. Freaking class. Okay.
Alright. So with the inspiring song the Thyme plays for you, where are you guys coming from? And where's the rest of you staying?
Yeah, I'm assuming we can go this way, so they can use the the
So you're
trees for
coming
cover.
kind of
Mhm.
in between the plantations kind of thing?
Yeah.
This way-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And the
There are
rest is staying here
more
in
trees
this...
around, I think, so they can.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna be. It's those trees.
Okay.
Here.
So, who's coming in the middle and who's staying at the bushes?
I'm-
You're
I'm coming.
I do have
Okay.
that spell. I got it on level 3 and never used it.
I think it's me and Kid in the bushes.
All right. Roll stealth.
Oh, what's that face?
Still rolling very properly for Kit.
Oh
Um,
no!
By the way, before
Not
that,
nearly as good.
how's Kid mana-wise?
It's full.
Weren't we all full? Except Crimson
Yeah.
Void, who used
Would
who
she
used
mind
Lucky to win the
perhaps
heart of the
giving me
the-
advantage?
I keep rolling
Um,
4s.
On charisma?
Oh boy.
on charisma,
You have
man.
16 stealth
Seriously?
level 4?
Yeah. Because I got inspiration and I got the plus 11.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, sorry.
Oh no!
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot inspiration.
Oh
so
no,
stealth
that's
zero.
much better, yes.
This is why I'm staying far away from her.
So you did
That-
say that she was gonna stay a little bit behind,
So cool.
and it wasn't a natural one. It was just a very bad roll.
Yeah. Nat is probably like somewhere being like,
She's
even
talking
now?
to someone, like she found someone and talking to someone. Like, hi, what's your family history?
What's her dex? Like, that's bad.
She, anyways, and you guys are approaching, and you're like, tell Kit to stay a little bit behind, and you go ahead, and you have a 16 for stealth, which is not bad. You do have a bonus for being in the trees far away and stuff, and you're going, and you start seeing the buildings and the farms, and you even see your friends coming up, and you just hear clang, boom, behind you somewhere. I'm gonna roll a perception check for the farmers.
Time's just gonna find a little hollow to like hide herself in and be like, it's like I'm playing hide and seek again.
As that happens, kind of roughly around the same time, you hear a horse go, and somebody go, whoa, 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 and nobody seems to notice.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
It's the power of the goat.
It's the power of
I'm
you guys
assuming
being
the
much
goat is
stronger and
with you
getting a
guys.
bonus.
That's the power of
Goat, the
dice.
duke, the duke, goat.
Yeah, I'm
Duke, the
assuming.
goat, the goat, duke. There we go.
Yes.
Duke the
In
goat.
my head,
Goat
in my
Duke.
mind, this scene was like Thyme was doing her stealthy stuff, and she was like, it was playing like we built the city on rock and roll, and she was being super cool. And then the camera cuts to Kit, and it's playing the theme song for the Muppets. You know?
Oh, I was thinking just like actual instrument and then someone playing the recorder really badly.
Oh yeah, like the Titanic song, that the YouTube channel of the guy who does that. Yeah.
The terrible
The
flute.
badass
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
versus.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Huey
The
Herman.
Jurassic Park one is so funny.
I love the 20th Century Fox. Amazing. That's me every time.
That's great.
Cool. You guys start coming in. You see the horse neighing. Maybe you hear something coming from the woods. You're like, oh my god. Give me perception checks or insights for those who
Everyone?
are walking.
Oh,
For those
okay.
who are
Oh, I was
walking
gonna
up
say.
to the town.
It's me. Perception or
Insight.
Insight.
20 insights.
18 perception.
Mr. Wisdom.
21, because I am
Nice.
very wise
Wise.
and cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys are turning a lot of heads.
Usually I just rip them off. That's funny.
You very quickly notice that you're only seeing humans here. Yeah. Very seems like a very especially for the standards of the Central Hills, where there's so much weirdness. This seems like a very normal town.
Like,
It's not,
creepily
like,
normal?
Deeply disturbing.
No, it's not it's not crazy, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lucky, but it's not crazy to see like human-only villages and towns around Arton, because just it's the dominant race, the
Yeah,
most
it
dominant
happens.
race.
It's kind of weird in the Central Hills, though. Yeah.
No.
But it's kind of weird in the Central Hills. I mean, you guys met,
And we met
the
those
Blank, and they were
dudes, yeah.
humans, a human family of nobles, but they were also, corrupted by Tormenta and something else. And here it's kind of like, whoa, this is a very normal looking village.
Yeah, because
this
it's a very different situation to have one family who lives in their property and a whole town like that in a place like this close to the purists.
You guys see people pulling vegetable carts, looking after children. Here you smell bread being baked, and you see the guy taking care of the horse who was pulling one of those farming tools, that like to get the earth. Just like everyday villager stuff.
Are the looks curious or disgusted?
You, if you're 20 intuition, and it's not like they're like standing right there too. They're a little bit away working and doing stuff. Maybe you cross one or two of them. But you see mixed feelings in their faces. You see a little bit of fear on some of them, like, oh wow, something different. Which again, Central Hills. You see surprise. You see and in at least one face you kind of see a little bit of like,
Yeah.
of like maybe disgust.
Right.
But you're not sure, race or outsiders. because this is also a predominant theme here in the Central Hills. Like nobody likes outsiders.
Okay.
Nobody stops you though. If you keep going.
Can we stop somebody?
Yeah.
Sure.
Forcibly?
Not yet.
You might as well meet someone, right? I mean,
Like, meet them or meet as in flesh them?
No,
talk.
not
Do
yet.
the talky bits a little bit
Yeah.
to see where they're at. We're not assuming they're purists
Right.
yet.
Continuing your perception checks. As you guys. Well, that depends. What are you guys doing? Are you guys stopping somebody to talk?
I was going to ask, like, should we go to look for a tavern or something that people would be inclined to talk if this was normal? Or do you not want to go too deep or, we're trying to poke out, like, the bear?
I mean, I was just gonna stop someone on the side of the road
Yeah, so let's
just to
do
get
that.
like info, but
Cool. No, that's fine. That's fine. Which is better because if something goes to shit in there,
yeah.
might as well rip advantage. Okay.
Also, at the very least, we could get directions to a tavern.
Right. Cool. Good.
I don't know the area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Are
Uh,
there people nearby I can?
you see a farmer is kind of working close to the picket fence, kind of close to the road.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I kind of like I try to like from a considerable decent distance, so I'm not like sneaking up on him and be like, pardon me, hey, pardon me, sir, sorry to bother you. Could I?
You see, like, his eyes are like, oh, wow. Hi.
Yes.
Hi,
Obviously
friend.
new around these parts. Hi, how are ya?
Good day to you.
Good day to
You
you.
look at- Starts looking at the other two as well, and he's like,
I'm Bucko. These are my buds. We were just wondering, we're kind of new around these parts. You mind telling us about your town here? It looks lovely.
oh yeah. Well, nice to meet you there, Bucko. I'm Micaiah.
Micaiah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this here is Dornbach. If you keep following the road here, you're gonna find our taverns, the Goat Horn. It's right over there.
Cool.
And yeah, never. What are you? Sorry, if I may ask.
What am I? I'm just a chill dude wandering around the world. You know what I mean? Minotaur. I'm a Minotaur.
He's like, says, sorry for the question. Yeah.
All good.
Well, yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm not a Minotaur.
He's not a Minotaur. I don't know if you noticed, we look very different.
We're something else.
Yes, my name is Igor Semapopoulos. I'm a regular person who is alive.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Definitely alive.
What'd you say your tavern was called? The Coat Hanger? The... What was it? Sorry.
I heard goat horn or coat horn, so I was not
I'm
sure.
saving that name.
Sorry. What was it?
I want to hang
So
out
I'm
at
a
the
machine,
corner.
man. Every time I need a name now, I'm gonna ask Giselle. Or Coat
What
hanger, I
was
love
the
that.
tavern?
the goat horn.
The goat horn. The goat-
Oh,
Goat
my
horn?
friend,
Oh my
my
God,
friend
this is
Duke here will
meant to
feel
be.
right at home.
Yeah,
He's a goat. He's also alive. Yeah.
it is. Let's.
His name is
Uh,
Boris. Forget the other name that I said. It's Boris. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
Let's,
we'll be off to the goat horn. Thank you very much,
You're welcome.
sir.
Come, Boris. Follow us.
I
Wow.
This is
Okay,
a very
great
normal
performance.
interaction for us Minotaurs, and I just walk away.
Bye, friend. Stay healthy.
He like starts working on the field again, but he's like not even looking at it or like putting any effort. He's just like looking at you guys walk away, poorly pretending to do something to get you guys to go.
I think I
I'm-
bought it.
This hurts to look at from afar.
I think I bought it.
Oh, great
The
performance.
fact that he didn't
No notes.
question it at all.
Like no notes at all. Just keep in character, and you'll be fine. Just
Oh yeah, nobody
lean
suspects it.
on Duke or Boris a little bit more. You'll be fine.
Should I try to do like an accent? I was going au naturel.
That
back
might
there,
not
but,
be that might not be consistent. Go with the flow.
Aye.
Are there ways that Time can get into town without anyone noticing her, or would she be too much out in the open?
There are ways. There's like carts. It's a lot of fields, plants, bushes. Like the map looks pretty and stuff, but there's clutter. There's like it's a town alive and stuff's
Yeah.
happening. There's animals calling attention. People are working. Like, yeah, 100% you can stealth.
Yeah, no. So she's gonna either continue that stealth check or make another stealth check and try to eke into town a little bit more.
Okay. What was your stealth?
16.
16. Cool. You see them walking up the road and getting more into town. You feel the urge to follow. You kind of look back at Kit, and she's like, just kind of stays there. As you go deeper into town.
I'm going to trail behind them a decent amount just to keep an eye on what they get up to. But if they get too far away, I'll probably come back to you and we'll figure out how we want to proceed. But I want... Someone needs to keep an eye on them.
Okay. So you're like crossing the plantation fields and following them kind of thing? Or are you like circling around them?
I think my thought would be trying to... Like,
this
I'm
way?
seeing the direction they're going in and just following that direction, but keeping, like... I don't know what a reasonable amount would be to keep them in eyesight, but, like, not really
Okay.
shouting different distance.
Okay. Cool. I'll tell you this. With 16 was like exactly the DC. So you start flying in there and you know how to hide in the nature, right?
Yeah.
And you like kind of dive in through the plantations and go in there and you're pretty sure nobody's seeing you.
I got my
And
nice
you-
big cloak now that's, like, pulled over my...
Right. And you come around the corner and go what would be face to face with like a child that you didn't see that is also being put to work. But they seem to be doing something else that does not work, and you just keep going. They don't even see you. And yeah, you're keeping track of your friends. As you guys keep going into town, you see the tavern. It's this big number 3 over there that I put. So kind of one of the biggest buildings you can see. You see that there's this elevation. You see the mill up there, and yeah, looking at this town, you probably think everybody here knows each other. Like they all know them. You know, they know who live here.
I've just got the Cheers theme song in my head now.
But they don't know. Igor.
So we can't just walk in and say,
Semamopoulos.
I'll have my regular.
And bodies.
I'll have my usual bartender.
Probably not at this place.
Um,
Are you guys going in? What y'all
going
doing?
in the tavern, yeah.
You go in the tavern, and the tavern stops. Everybody just, that classic scene of like, Violet, somebody's playing the fiddle, and like somebody's drinking something, somebody's eating, and everybody just stops like.
And Crimson Void's like doing a frown, and then he remembers that he needs to act, so he's.
In my head, there's like this. The only sound is the saloon, like little
Door.
door.
The door's like.
Yeah. Anyway, and you see the innkeeper go. Oh, travelers. Nice. How good. We don't get many travelers here. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Pleasure to
And
meet
she comes around and she like wipes her hand like on her apron. Hi, and she gives her hand like I'm Marwan. Nice to meet you.
Bucko, pleasure, yeah.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm Grant.
Igor Semamopoulos.
Right, is it?
Igor.
Igor.
Yes, I have been trying to reach you about your extended tavern insurance.
And over here we have.
Right, and I'm Grant.
And this is Boris.
Oh yeah, that's Boris.
Okay.
Please don't put him on the menu today. He's my friend. Yeah, I like him very much.
No. Yes, the goat horn.
Yeah.
I apologize for them. Yeah, it's.
We do.
We're. Hi.
do have
Very
a-
protective of the goat.
We do have a meal that is the goat horn on the mud. But it's just a, joke. It's not really that. It's
Oh yes, joke. Haha, funny. Yeah, that's fine.
We do eat goat sometimes, but not yours. Yours.
No, there's no problem in eating goats. Goats are delicious, but this is my friend. I wouldn't eat my. Yeah, it's funny.
Yes.
Yes.
Why don't you take a
On
seat?
another topic, yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Could we have a drink and maybe ask a few questions? We would like to get a lay on the land. We've just arrived and
Oh,
I think we might be a little bit lost.
yes. Of course. Please. Oh, that table over there. It's big. It's big enough and it's free. Let's go.
All right.
And she walks you there, and it's not free. There's a guy sitting there. Give me perception checks, by the way, y'all.
17.
13.
7 without the team, just 7.
And I'll say this time: if you're gonna try to peek in there, I'm gonna ask for another stealth check.
I don't think I'm going near the front doors. I think I'm staying kind of to the back of the building, so maybe I can kind of hear what's going on, but I'm like, if there's like an alley I can like slip myself into and just stay in the
so
shadows.
then give me a perception check as well, please. Cool. Crimson is too focused doing the turning hand.
Yeah. Have you considered becoming your own boss and becoming financially independent? Okay, ask me.
Oh,
Where's this coming from?
That's me.
He's funny.
Yes,
and
yes,
as you guys walk
funny.
to the table, there's a guy sitting there. He's eating. Grun,
Oh, hello.
you notice he's very clumsy. Very clumsy dude. He like, as you guys are walking, he kind of like grabs a bit of this stew in his plate and like looks at you guys and like does like this and just like plops it on the table and just gets surprised by it, almost falls off the table and like stabilizes himself, puts everything back together slowly and like, and she says, sweetie, why don't you you have some work to do, right? You can finish the lunch later. Let's
Don't let us stop you. You're welcome to sit.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to kick
It's fine,
anybody
it's
out.
fine. And the guy just like grabs his bowl and gets up and like starts walking, walks behind the counter to go behind like into a door, trips, drops the bowl, starts collecting all of it.
Oh, wow.
He's a klutz. It happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Harman, don't forget to clean it up. Yes. Please sit.
Yeah. Sit.
Did I
Comfortable.
catch anything on my 19 perception not being anywhere in the building?
This is a very comfortable chair. The chair is very, very comfortable. Thank you for letting us sit on the.
Of course,
this
I'll be right
comfortable
back.
chair.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Yes. Mako, did you see the guy? How clumsy he is?
Yeah, what about it?
That's how I feel. Here.
You feel clumsy on the inside.
Yes.
That actually
just in
resonates
here.
with me as a person.
Not here, just in
This
here.
is
yeah.
very accurate.
Yeah.
Except when we were at the oak, then I felt like that in here too. But that's weird. That's new.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's not weird. That's lovely.
We're all clumsy at something.
Not
Yeah,
no.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No. Oh yeah, I thought you should know. I think they don't suspect anything about my character.
As you look around, everybody's just looking, and
See,
like as you look, they like go back to whatever they were doing.
they all think I sell
I don't think
insurance
any
or
of this
something.
is normal to them. Why did you go with insurance? Never mind.
It's insurance and an MLM.
I don't know. I had to think
Sell
about the most
insurance
useless
here,
thing that I thought, like the biggest scam.
No,
Not
yeah,
the
you
insurance
got
is a
it.
scam or useless. I have insurance, of course. In this type of pre-industrial revolution setting, it might be.
More of a scam, yeah.
It probably is.
Time, you're
organized.
out there, and Marwan kind of gives you guys your time. She's like, "I'll be right back. I'll bring you some stuff." And I'll say you guys like got here around like lunchtime, maybe 1-2 p.m. or something like that. People start clearing out a little bit. Time at the back, you see a guy come out, trip, fall, get up, fall again, get up. And then you see a lady, clearly like the tavern keep, come out and go, "Yes, dear. Yep. I promise you, you'll get used to it. Here, can you please go get the stuff back from the town hall? Just go to take care, okay? You take your time. Take your time. You got this." And he like kind of just doesn't say anything, just nods. And her like starts walking somewhere.
Yeah, she's gonna start following him.
Time will follow him.
Yeah, nope. I'm like, I know I shouldn't do this, but also, I can't not do this.
Oh boy, yes.
That's fair. Cool. I'm gonna need another stealth check.
Like, I know that I shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Is there any
Nice.
way that we can provide help by causing a commotion in the tavern just by our mere being there?
That'll be a 17.
Oh,
Okay.
I rolled one more than last time, so I'll take it.
It is still a success.
All of you.
Uh,
All of you. Shame on all of you.
It's the bartender.
I get
back.
one natural 20
I thought
and
you
the
were
rest.
talking to us, and I was like, that makes sense.
Well,
Then
yeah.
I noticed it's the dice, and
The
that
dice
makes
and,
more
like,
sense.
All of you, stop it. I got one natural 20 and then it's like, great, we're done.
cool. Okay, I think kills me because I love playing with you guys, but I think maybe it's a good time for us to call it for tonight. Otherwise, Kit will be too far behind, and she would have gotten way deep into this directions and investigations too. So
I am so very happy that you are calling it now, because I was about to embark on a monologue about insurance policy in a medieval setting, and Igor, what
Thank you,
was the
everybody.
name
Good
again?
night.
It was going to be very.
I mean, we also went on a whole diatribe amongst ourselves about finance, so it's just that kind of day. Apparently,
During the break.
During the break, yeah.
Yes,
it's true. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for playing. Kills me to end the session early, but can't wait for 2 weeks from now. Giselle Fernandez, Guilherme Moina, Sidney Gernat, Victor Lucky, I'm Alexander Januzzi. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, send our cast some love. We'll see you guys next time.